I know some of it is easier to talk about than others, and I don't want to make you dwell on it, but it's been 70 years since that happened. It's been 70 years since all those concentration camps were liberated, and there are even people today who believe that it never happened, that these atrocities were not committed, that 6 million Jews and so many others were exterminated. But you saw it firsthand. So as painful as it might be to discuss, can you tell us what you saw, what kind of shape these human beings were in, and how devastating it was to witness all of that?
The whole scene, they look like skin and bones. And as I think back about what I know about the Dachau concentration camp, they were the healthy ones. They were the ones that were expected to lift bodies, put them in the ovens. I learned later in the Dachau concentration camp, it was built in 1938, right when Hitler started, and it was to be a prototype for other concentration camps. However, it didn't have a cellar where they gassed people. The camp was built for about 20,000 people. When it was liberated, it had about almost 40,000 for every barracks. Let's say a barracks had 100 men. In every barracks where they had beds for 100 men, there would be 100 dead people also in those barracks. The Germans just let them lay there. Anyway, what that did to traumatize me, all my life, I have had nightmares about somebody pulling me somewhere on my arm. And only recently did I begin to realize there's a connection with those guys pulling me into that crematorium to look at all that. It was sufficiently troublesome that I kept falling out of bed when I was sleeping with my wife, so I started sleeping on the floor rather than falling out of the bed. And I'm sure she thought it was because I didn't love her or something, and to me it was equally confusing. But up until recent years of my life, if I have a nightmare, that's the one that scares me. And in this house, I've fallen out of the bed several times, thinking I'm being pulled towards something I don't want to go to.